What up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. You know, I had Philly 500 earlier trying to troll me and Cowboys Nation and basically tell us that, Dak Prescott kicking their ass is going to come back and haunt them and so on, and that we have just wasted our time beating them, basically. Anyway, I'm trying to be a better person here and stay out the fray. But Eagle fans just want to fight. They're looking for it. I don't know if they're trying to convince us or convince themselves that they're a great team. It seems like they're trying to convince themselves and looking for us Cowboy fans to say, ooh, we scared. I honestly believe those are the guys that are actually scared. But be that as it may, we always hear when wide receivers leave the Cowboys, one thing I always hear from the Dak Prescott haters, Dak Prescott ruined another career. Dak Prescott, he's the real problem. How you doing?
I saw that Facebook post about you. I love it.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Good for you. I love this.
Thank you. We got to stop in and take a look at it, man.
I will.
I get a lot of that. People are excited about the house being saved and fixed. The local newspaper has a Facebook page, and they took my Facebook, the picture that I put on Instagram of before and where we are now, and they spread it around, and so people are riding by a lot more and seeing the place and saying, great job, which is always nice. Where was I? Oh, so when Dez Bryant left, everybody said, oh, well, Dak Prescott, he messed up Dez Bryant's career and things. Dak Prescott, the diva, is just screwing guys over. And we heard, allegedly, Amari Cooper basically saying that Dak Prescott was the black Kirk Cousins of the NFL. So it's actually refreshing to hear somebody actually have a different perspective. Randall Cobb was asked about working with Aaron Rodgers for all the years and things and so on, and how he felt about, being with Aaron Rodgers and things, because clearly Randall Cobb is one of Aaron Rodgers' best friends. Because Aaron Rodgers, everywhere Aaron Rodgers goes, he wants Randall Cobb. And even though Randall Cobb is not the same guy that he used to be, he still wants Randall Cobb. So Randall Cobb is now signed with the Jets, of course, to appease Aaron freaking Rodgers. What's interesting is Green Bay threw him to the curb because they thought he was done. For 4 years, his numbers had been going down and his injuries had been going up. And so the idea was, this guy is done. What's interesting is the Cowboys picked him up and it rejuvenated his career. He had like 800 some odd yards, I think 3 or 4 touchdowns, although some of those touchdowns, he had 3 more touchdowns that were called back on kind of some bullshit calls by the officials. We know how that works for us Cowboys. But he did so well that the Texans ended up signing him to a $26 million contract. And so he then went from Dak Prescott to Deshaun Watson. So 2 of the quarterbacks that they say are some of the best that do it, Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers. The interesting thing is when he went with Deshaun Watson, his numbers went back down to the 400 range. And he was released and picked back up by Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay. in which case his numbers stayed in the 400 range. What he said was not only because he was asked about Aaron Rodgers, not about Dak Prescott or Deshaun Watson, but he said it was great to have the Cowboys and Dak Prescott look at me as elite and bring me in. And he's grateful to Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, basically for helping to save his career. Because had he not come to the Cowboys and had the season that he had, if he had went someplace else and had the season he had with the Texans, more than likely, he probably would not be in football anymore. So there you have it, trolls. All of you guys that say Dak Prescott is a wide receiver killer, he's getting some praise from Randall Cobb, who does not need to. There's no reason for him to put on any praise for Dak Prescott. And oh, by the way, Brandon Cooks likes Dak Prescott a lot too. And he's worked with some really good quarterbacks. So it doesn't matter. I know it doesn't matter. I know my favorite troll and his multiple personalities will be in on here all at the same time, making the same comments about Dak sucks, move on from Dak, and so forth. Mark Holmes is delusional and all that, and that's fine. It's kind of nice to have people that are so worried about what Mark Holmes thinks. Ooh, there we go. That is the downstairs vanity. And I've got the countertop upstairs with spar urethane on it. I'm going to go up here and put another coat on it. Got the other countertop over there. I'm getting ready to finish sanding out so I can get varnish on it. And, you know, the thing I love more than anything else, you know what that is, y'all? I love it when people tell me you can't do it or that the job is too big. I thrive on that. You don't know how good a feeling it is. I could have painted this inside, but you don't know how good a feeling it is to have people slow up and roll the window down and say, hey man, you know that place has been looking like trash for so long. You're doing a great job. It looks beautiful. Have people excited and happy of something that nobody, and I mean nobody, wanted. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm Mark Holmes, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.